Good morning, my dear students. My name is Palash Biswas, and previous classes already discussed the contribution of Juran, and today classes we have to discuss the contribution of Ishika and Taguchi. And basically, this is my lecture number 4, and some outlines also will be concentrated according to this the contribution of Ishika and contribution of Taguchi. And Dr. Karu Ishika also contribute. This will be the some biology also will be here, and the graduate from the University of Tokyo with an engineering degree in the applied chemistry, and also he will be the worked as the Nobel technical officer from this the 1939 to 1941. Worked at the NASA liquid fuel company from the 1941 to 1947. Started his academic career as an associate professor at the University of Tokyo, and 1947 the joined the Japanese Union of this the scientists and the engineers, the quality control research group in the 1949. And the Arur Ishika also will be the few contributions also here. The developed concept of true and the substitutes quality characteristics. The true characteristics are the customer's view. The substitute characteristics are the procedures view, and also the degree of match between the true and substitute ultimately determine the and the customer satisfaction also will be concentrated according to the contribution of this Taguchi. And also the advocate of the use of the seven tools, and this is the very much more essential for this the seven tools. This is the concentrate according the cause and effect diagram, and also concentrate according to the advanced the use of quality circles. Worker quality terms also will be concentrated according to this the Ishika contribution. The respect for humanity as a management philosophy, full participation also will be the concentrate the Ishika, and the cross functional management also will be concentrated the Karur Ishika, and this will be concentrated basically the seven tools quality controls. The what is the seven tools quality controls? The quality pros have many names for the seven basis tools for quality first emphasized by the Kaoru Ishika, a professor of engineering at Tokyo University at the father of quality circle. Starts your quality journey by mastering these tools, and you will have a name for them too. Indispensable cause and effect diagram also will be concentrated according to this, and the also called the Ishika of fishbone diagram, and the identifies many possible causes for an effect or the problems and short ideas into the useful categories also is the concentrate according to this the Ishika. And the check sheet, and the check sheet is the concentrate the according to this the prepared from the collecting the analyzed data is generic tools that can be adapted for wide varieties of purpose also will be concentrated according to this the check sheet. And basically this check sheet is the depends on this the improvement of the quality controls, and the control chart also will be concentrated according to this the seven tools by this the Ishika, and the graph used to study how a process changes over time, and also the comparing current data to historical control limits leads to the conclusions about whether the process variation is constant in control or it unpredictables out of the control also will be concentrated according to this the control chart. This will be used by this the affected by special causes of variation, and this will be concentrated by this the Taguchi, the Ishika seven tools also will be the concentrated, although the check sheet, and also the control chart, and this will be the histogram. This is the this most commonly used graph for the showing frequency distributions of how often is the different value in a set of data occurs also will be concentrated according to this the histogram. And another thing is the Pareto chart also will be concentrated the a bar graphs that show which the factors are most significant case will be concentrated by this the Pareto chart. And another thing is the concentrate according to the scatter diagram. Scatter diagram also is the concentrated by this the Ishika seven tools concentration. This is the graphs the pairs of the numerical data on variables on each axis to looks for a relationships also is the concentrate according to this the scatter diagrams. And the stratifications, this is the another technique, a technique that separate data gathered from the variety of sources so that the patterns can be seen. Some itself listed the replace the stratifications with the flow charts or run charts also will be concentrated according to this stratifications. Concentration is come from this Ishika. And basically the Ishika is the concentrate according the factors contribution to get to defect. And basically the we can see that this like a the defect diagram is here. And the first you can see that this is the environment, the humidity, temperature, the all will be concentrated according to this which type of environment you have to use in your the product, and the which environment you have to produce in your product according to control your this quality. And this will be required to this the humidity and also the temperature. And measurements, the few constants also will be required to this the measurement and the calibration. And basically the different type of equipment you have to record the some calibration. You have to the accuracy of this of the equipments. You have to record the certain days later you have to record to this the calibration for this the appropriate and also the precision maintenance according to this equipments. You have to record to this the calibration, and after certain days later, and each and according to this the time to time. And another to the microscopes. And basically this will be used by this the different type of inspection, and also the different defect will be measurement by the you can see by this the microscope. And also the you have to record the microscope during to this the control a good quality product when you have to produce. And another thing is the inspectors also will be concentrate according to this those who will be the inspector, that this will be the inspection also will be required during to this the measurement. And another things will be concentrated according to this the materials. And because the you have to record the least defect is the concentrate during to this the system. For this the materials also will be the good quality materials you have to use is that in your production, then your the product quality is the very good. And also the defect less defect will be concentrated. And the alloys also will be concentrated to this the alloys and the lubricants. And also the this is the very much more essential for the concentration for this the suppliers, because your suppliers know is supply the good quality product according to this the faith of suppliers. And you have to improvement to this the your the product quality, and also the less defect also will be the fine. And the angle and methods you have to concentrate, and on the brake, the engager, and also the angle. And this will be concentrated according to this the different methods also will be the concentrated. Another thing is the personal is the record that this is the different shift is used during to this the different shiftings. And also you have to given a manager, and also the operators who will be the operate properly. And also the during to this the shifting duty, your work will be done properly. And also another thing will be required to this the shift insert. And this is the shift. And also sometimes we have to record to this the training. And then the all times we have to record the on training zone. And your worker also go to this the training, and to this the good quality product also will be the produce. And the operators also will be the skill operator is required during to this your the handle the equipment properly. And for this the least defect is the comes from this when your operators will be used to this properly. And another thing, the machines also will be concentrated according to the speed. Blade pair also will be the concentrated according to this different machines. This will be the defect number from the 10 XXX defect will be found. And thus the poor gas billings also will be concentrated during to this this is the on that like a fishbone diagram we can see the one is the materials. And the organ gasolines will be the flow to this the materials. And the wrong tire compounds concentration also will be here. And divers the tool fast also the this tool fast also will be concentrated according to this one. This is the people also will be concentrated the use wrong gears. And the needs to the tune up also will be concentrated. This will be the equipment you can see the under flatted tires also will be concentrated. And also the poor driving habits also you can see that this will the poor gas mileage. Poor gas mileage is a concentration according to these things, and another things will be concentration during to this is the contra contractors also will be concentrated. This will be just like a fishbone diagram, and unreliable substance sub contractors also will be, you can see that this will be the reworker due to the errors, the poor communications and the coordinations with other parties. Also you can see the poor site manufactured, and the supervisions also will be required, and the ineffective project planning, scheming, scheduling also will be reduced there, and you have to concentrate according to the obsolete technology also will be concentrated there, and the inappropriate constructions methods, and the in components projection teams also will be required, the frequent the change of subcontractors, change the subcontractor, because of your the subcontractor always concentrate to not will be supplied the good quality product, and also that not will be complete this properly, and also another thing, the inadequate contractors experience also will be concentrated according to the contractors related, and the what is an Ishikawa diagram will be concentrated, and Ishikawa diagram is a diagram that shows the causes of an event, and is often used in manufacturing and product developments to outline the different steps in a process, the demonstrate where the quality control uses might arise, and determine which resources are required at specific times also will be concentrated according to this the Ishikawa diagram, and the Ishikawa diagram was developed by Kaoru Ishikawa during to the 1960s as the way of the measuring quality control process in the shipbuilding industry also will be concentrated according to this the quality Ishikawa diagram will be concentrated, and also the key takeaways also is the concentrate, and Ishikawa diagram is used to show the casual factors that go into some final outcomes, often related to the production or design product problems, and also shaped somewhat like a fish. This sort are sometimes called the fish physical diagrams follow a series of 8 steps to construct and understanding the Ishikawa diagram. The Ishikawa diagram are sometimes referred to as the fishbone diagram, herringbone diagrams, the cause and effect diagrams also will be the concentrate of this the Ishikawa diagram. They are casual diagrams created by Karu Ishikawa to show the causes of a specific event. They resemble of the fish skeleton with the reefs representing the causes of an event and the final outcomes appearing at the head of the skeletons, and this will be concentrated according to this the fishbone diagram, the basically the head of the skeleton also will be concentrated. The purpose of this Zika diagram is to allow management to determine which issues have to be addressed in order to gain or avoid a particular events, and basically this will be concentrated the which is the which one is the required to avoid, and the which one required to this the accepted. This will be the basically the concentrate according to this the Ishikawa fishbone diagram, and this is the basically depends on the skeleton of a fish, and this is for these things you have to the process to make an Ishikawa diagram. To make an Ishikawa diagram, a group will need a whiteboards, flip chart, and some make marking pens also will be required, and the group should agree and on a problem statements effect problem statement, and this is the concentrate at this effect of the diagram, and written this problem statements at the center rights of this the flip chart or the whiteboards box. It had it and draw a horizontal arrow running to it, and basically the this is the concentrate according to this the problem oriented, and this is the statement, and this concentrate as a effect, and write the problem statement at the center right of the flip chart or whiteboard, and this is the box. It has a draw a horizontal arrow round running to it, And another things will be concentrated. You can see the brainstorm the primary categories of the causes, and the primary categories you have to record that this will be the causes for the problem. And for instance that it might make sense to start with the with this generic headings also will be concentrated. The method machines, and the methods is the very important. Machines is the another important things. This is the equipment, and the people, that is the manpower is the most important things also will be concentrated according to when the a product is the come out from this the a manufacturing units. And the another thing is that the materials, the you have to supply to this the good quality materials, then you have to the produce to this the good quality of product. And for this the materials, the another essential things also will be concentrated. And the measuring units, that means the sometimes you have to require to this the calibration each and every types. For this will be the measurement, the another essential things also is the concentrate. And the environment, and the which environment your product also will be produced, that this is the another essential things. And basically you have to concentrate, just like the capacitors will be produced not will be in our the Calcutta environment. And this will be concentrate according to this the Rajasthan environment is the best. And for this the environment is the very much essential for this the produce a good product. And the right categories cause, and the branches for this the main arrow. And the right categories, the categories of these causes as the branch from the main arrows. And the brainstorm also will be the possible causes. Ask the why does this the happen, why does this happens. And as is idea is given, the facilitator writes it as a branch from the appropriate categories also will be concentrated. And another things, the causes can be written in several places. The which the several places you have to write this the how this cause will be counts. And for this will be record the discussion about this the cause, because of you have to write the different places. If the related to several categories will be concentrated, the ask the questions why does this happens. Now why does this happen. And basically this will be concentrated, or the stop management also ask this question why does this happen the again and again. And also this will be you have to record to this the what is the effect of this. The again the right sub causes branchings of these causes continue to ask why, causes the branching of these causes the continue to ask why. And generated deeper level, and also generate deeper levels of causes. The layer of branch the indicate causal relationship. And also this will be indicated to this the causal relationship, the and also the casualness, or the worker not will be done this job properly. And this will be the each and every places the worker is the concentrate to this the casually. There is the casual approach also will be concentrated. And for this the layers of branches indicate the casual relationships also is concentrated, that this will be happen. And another things is the when the group runs out of ideas, focus attention to areas in the chart where ideas are then where ideas the thing, this will be the concentration. And another thing the another things will be concentration. This is the chart where ideas are this thing, this will be given this one. And Taguchi contribution is made a very influential contributions to the industrial studies. Key elements of the quality philosophy including this flowing the basically the these ideas are this the thing. And also you have to given properly. And also the one by one you have to put up. And then and you have to concentrate according to your this the fishbone diagram. And also you have to put up the each and everything inside of this. And for this the for you have to concentrate the what is the cause and what is the effect. And also you have to putting the each and everything, that like or the methods, machine, equipment, people, manpower, materials, measurements, and the environment, the all things you have to putting the skeleton of a or this the fish bone of a fish. And then you have to put up this the all things, then you have to concentrate according to your the fishbone diagram. And then you have to put up this completely found this what is the cause effect, this is the concentrate. And the another things also will be concentrate. This is the concentrate according to or this the Ishikawa diagram, and you have to always concentrate out the cause and effect, because of the some things is the concentrate according to this the cause, the which causes the this effect or this on also will be happen, and this is the concentrate according to or this the cause and effect diagram from this the our Ishikawa concentration. And okay friends, the another things also will be discussed according to your this the Taguchi contributions, and the after that this is the Taguchi also will be the a quality masters, and this will be given some contribution in order the quality, then this is the concentrate according to this the Taguchi contribution. What is the Taguchi contribution? Taguchi has made a very influential contribution to industrial statistics. The key element of this the quality philosophy include the following: the Taguchi loss function used to measure financial loss to society resulting from this poor quality. And basically the previously already we can discuss that is the poor quality, and the poor quality, that means the your product quality is the very poor, because you cannot be sustain your product in our the society. The less this is the not up to the mark of this of your customer satisfaction, and also the this the poor quality also always the loss some financial loss, because your quality of product is reject in our the society, just like our the environment in our the market, then your product is the not very good quality product will be concentration. Another thing is that not is a very good quality product is the concentrate, and another things is the concentration, then your product is the bad quality or this is the poor quality, then your product is not the according to what this customer up to the marks. For this the you have to the loss of financial loss will be concentrated according to the society, and sometimes the our industry not survive properly, then this is the very much more financial loss of our society, and sometimes this will be concentrated according to our this worker, and this is this difficult will be arise in our worker. For this the another things, the philosophy of offline quality control, and this is the philosophy of the offline quality controls. The designing products also will be the concentration according to this, and the process, so that they are in the sensitive robust also is concentrate according to the parameters outside the design, outside the design engineers, the controls of this, and the innovations in the statistical design of experiments, the notably the use of an outer array for the factor that are the uncontrollable in real life also will be the concentration. And sometimes you have to the innovations in the statistical design of the experiments, sometimes you have to record to this the statistical experiment also will be concentration, and also this will be the vary the on the model will be given, that this model will be concentrated according to this the real life use the array for factors and the uncontrollable in real life, what are systematically varies in the experimental also will be the concentrate. And also is the concentrate, the Taguchi loss function is the defined, the Taguchi defines the quality as the loss imparted by the product to society from the time the product is shipped, and this is the concentrate according to the during to this the product is shipped, then your this is the concentrate according to the loss of this, and during to this the shipping of this product, and this product will be rejected, and this is the loss in the product is society from the time to time this product is shipped, and the loss equals to cost of operate the failure to function maintenance, and the repair cost also will be concentrated according to the customer satisfaction, and also this will be the poor design, and your customer is the not satisfied in your product, and then this product is the not will be the up to this marks, and also this is the not the survive in our society. For this the customer satisfaction is the much more essential, and this is the loss is the your customer is not satisfied, then this is the total loss also will be concentrated, and sometimes you can see this is the not will be the proper designing also the scene, and during to this the proper design is not here, then also will be concentrated to the loss factors will be there, and the product to be produced the beginning with the specification, and this will be required the when this product is the produced, then the all things you have to mention, and there is the according to the specification, and according to this the up to the marks, and according to this the proper the maintenance also will be there, and your precise samples also will be required, and precisely you have to produce your product, and there is then within this the specification also will be concentrated, and the note is the slightly bigger, or this the slightly smaller particles you have to produce, and this is the very much difficult. According to this the Taguchi loss functions also will be the concentrated, and you can see this is the Taguchi loss functions also will be concentrated in the LTL, and this is the lower tolerance limits also will be concentrated according to this the LTL, and this is the low, and the UTL is the upper tolerance limit also will be concentrated. Actually, the lower tolerance limit, this will be the very high, and this is the upper tolerance limit is the very less, and you have to lowerly you have to given that this is the tolerance limit, and basically this is the LTI, and also you can concentrate the this is the gap is the very much high, then also this is the loss factor also will be concentrated, and also the on formula will be concentrated the y equals to k into x minus t whole square, and x is the technical concentrate also will be there, and also the y, and y is here, and this is the which will be the gain is the concentrate, and k equals to x minus k into x minus t, that this will be here, and the t will be concentrate according to this the time bounding also will be concentrate according to this the Taguchi loss factors. And another things is you can see the Taguchi method is a statistical method developed largely by genetic Taguchi to improve quality of manufactured goods, and the philosophy of offline quality controls also will be concentrated, and the innovation in the design of experiments, and according to this the Taguchi method, and the Taguchi the basically the statistical the not will be the only the experimental procedures will be the satisfied in our product to this the up to the marks, this is the not will be the only the practically, and basically you have to given to this the statistical also, and then you have to given to this the quality, and also this will be record according to the or this manufacturing goods, and also you have to concentrate according to this the OR orthogonal array systems also will be concentrated according to this the Taguchi statistical method, and basically the this will be the offline quality control, also the innovation of the in the design of experiment also will be concentrated according to this the Taguchi. The Taguchi method, the Zenith Taguchi be identified with the advent of what has come to be termed quality engineering, and basically this will be concentrated according to this the quality engineering. The goal of a quality engineering is to move quality improvement effort upstream from the production phase to the product the process design stage on, also this will be the always concentrate according to this the or the offline modes, and as his loss function of the demonstrated his main concern in the deviations of characteristics from its nominal value, and this will be concentrated according to this the nominal value on comfortable factors, and this is the noises comes from are often transfer responsible for these deviations, and therefore the Taguchi approach to experimental design has to its goal the design of products, and also the process that are the robust of this the noise factors also will be concentrated according to this the Taguchi, and the basic times also this will be concentrated according to this the loss factor of this, and this is the demonstrated, and also his main concern is the deviations also concentrated, and this is the orthogonal array system is the from the 139, and this is the concentrate according to 139, and this is the also another things will be concentrated the 1 equals to 3 square, and also this 1 to 3 you have to concentrate, this is the also cube factor is here, and 1 to 3, and also this sometimes the 9, and this is the 27 also will be concentrated according to the Taguchi approach, and you can concentrate according to this the 10-step plans is the following, and this following is a 10-step plans, and that helps the user plan experiments conduction them the analyze the analyze the results and implement solutions also will be concentrated according to this the 10 step plans. And the planning phase makes up the first 7 steps, also the recognition and formulation. And this is the much more essential according to the recognition, and the formulation also will be there. And what is the recognitions? And you have to the all things will be record to this the recognized, and the what is the recognition also will be there. And according to the recognition, and you have to give some formulation. His first step is to recognize the problem, and this problem recognizes the very important things according to concentrate according to 10 step of the Taguchi. When you have to prepare the 10 step plans also will be here. The first step is to recognize the problem, because not completely understanding the problem, and not completely understanding the problem makes it difficult to find the best answer. And each and everything that like out the examination halls, you have to record first the first your problems is the understand. And either you cannot be give this the proper answer also will be there, because the not completely understanding this problem makes it difficult to find the best answer. And this will be required to this the recognition and also the formulation. A clear and succinct statements of the problems can create a better understanding of what needs to be done. And basically the clear and the statements of the problem can create a better understanding of what needs to be done. And this is the very much essential, because you cannot be understand the what will be do, and the what is your requirement, then you cannot be the give your requirements. Your first you have to require to this the according to your this question is clear the what will be required and what is the requiring things, and also you want to understand. And another thing you can see the quality characteristics. The quality characteristics is the another special things also will be required. And the selection of quality characteristics to measure the experiments output influence the number of experiments that will have to be carried out to be the statistically meaningful. And your quality characteristics also required to this the statistically meaningful will be required, because you want to the which type of quality characteristics also will be required, but you have to not the properly the understand, and also the properly not will be given to this the quality characteristics. This is the difficult. What is the selection of this quality characteristics to measure the experiments output also the influence the number of experiments that will have to be the carried out to be statistically meaningful. This is the essential. And the another this outputs can be variables or attributes in nature, and these outputs also will be required to this the variable or the attributes in nature. And this is the essential. Either it cannot be given to this the proper this steps also will be completed, and also for this quality characteristics is the much more essential for the according to these outputs can be variable or attribute in nature. And another thing is that step 3 selecting parameters also will be concentrated. What is the selecting parameters? The brainstorming, this will be the concentrate to this the selecting parameters. The brainstorming is the very much more essential for this the during to this the parameters, and also the flow chart. And the which flow your the materials flow, and like your this works flow, and like the few defect also will be concentrated. And this will be required to this the different flow chart, and also the labor or the worker flow charts also will be required, the which time which persons also will be work this. And another places also this is the another concentrate. And for this is the flow chart is the much more essential. And the cause and defect the analysis are useful tools for determine which design and process parameters to include in the initial experiment. And the cause and defect, and the cause and effect the which causes, and this will be effect. And basically the suppose the which is the outcomes will be found, and then the defect is the come the what will be cause. And sometimes this will be given the so many question, and for this will be required to this the cause and effect analysis are useful tools for determining which the design and process parameters to include in the initial experiments also will be the very much essential. And always this selecting parameters is the much more essential for the initial experiments. And another thing, the classifying factors. The classifying factors will be the another important factor. The which way you have to classify, and which type of materials you have to place, and which vendors you have to include it, and which worker you have to done this job, and which worker this will be the suitable for this is the different classifying factors also will be the essential. And having selected the design and process parameters, the also the important, the this process parameters, the next step is to classify into them control, noise and signal factors. And basically the control and noise, and you have to require the how you have to control, and which one is the controller, the which one is the control to this, and which one is the few noise is the concentrate, the which is the less noise is the creating, and which is the which person is given to this the signals, and another this will be the signal factors also will be concentrate according to this the classifying factors. And the notice the good quality signal is the found. Suppose your the product is the defect but not will be given to this the signal, then your product is the mass product also will be given to this the defect, and for this will be signal factors is the essential. And the another is the step 5, the determining level. The determining level is the another things, and this is the required, the determining the number of levels for the design and process parameters is the fifth step of the planning phase. Also is the concentrate according to this the determining levels. A level is the value that a factor holds in an experiment, and this is the concentrate according to this the determining level. And for examples, a car gas mileage is affected by such levels as engine design, tires pressure and speed, and this will be concentrated according to this the determining level. The basically the you're the determining the number of levels for the design and process parameter is the fifth step to the planning phase, and this will be the very valuable factors, and car gases mileage is affected, and basically this is the example affected by such levels, and therefore you have to concentrate during to this the determining level, the which level is the better, and this will be given to this the concentrate. And interactions, and the interactions also will be the step 6, and these interactions between two design and process parameter exist when the effect of one parameters on the quality characteristics is determined different at the different level of the other parameters. And this will be basically the interactions also will be concentrated to this the different parameters, and also the different between the two in design process, and design and process parameters exist, and suppose the one way you have to concentrate your parameters will be the vary, then your the interactions also will be the different, and for this the on the effect of the one parameters on the quality characteristics is different at the different levels of the other parameters. And another things will be much more essential. The step 7 is the orthogonal array. The choice of the appropriate orthogonal array is the much more essential, and the assignment of the design and process parameters and their interaction is the next steps also will be concentrated according to this the orthogonal array. And this orthogonal array also will be the choice your the assignment, the whole which one also will be the concentrate according to your things, and according to your designs, and according to your choice, and according to the your process parameters, and the all things also will be concentrated according to the their interactions, and also this will be go to the next step according to your the orthogonal array systems. And another things is here, this will be the step 8, the conducting phase. And the conducting phase also is the thought according to your here the conducting the experiments and recording the results in the next step, and this recording result is the another, this is the next steps also will be here, this is the according after this the conducting phase. and to ensure the validity of this experiment, and because your the experiment is required to this the validations. For this to ensure the validity of the experiment, the validity of the experiment, this is the essential for this one, the your validation of the experiments, and for this to ensure their experiments. And another thing is the analysis phase, and after the experiment, the analyze and interpret the result. If the experiment was planned and designed properly and conducted in accordance with the data sheets, and also that this will be record the data sheets and also given to this the analysis of the experiment, and during after this analysis and according to this will be given to the validation. The if the experiment was planned and designed properly and conducted in accordance with the data sheets, then the statistical analysis will provide sound and valid conclusions also will be there. And another thing is that this is the step number 10 and the implementations, and you have to concentrate according to this your analysis, and also you have to given to this the validations, and then the step 10 will be required the implementations. To validate the conclusions from the experiment, a conformity experiment should be performed. If the results from the confirmations experiment falls outside the confidence interval determined in step 9, possible causes must be identified. Some of the possible causes may be the wrong choice of a orthogonal array for the experiment, the incorrect choice of quality characteristics, some importance parameters or interactions have not been included in the experiments, and this is the thing. And another things also will be here, inadequate control of noise factors which causes of the variations. Now this will be concentrated according to some the implementations, and this will be required to this the implementation of the step 9, and according to this one, this is the 10 steps also will be the concentrates. And my friends, this will be the discussion according to this the contribution of the Ishikawa and Taguchi. And the next classes also you have to discuss the creating quality by customers needs. Thank you, my dear students.